G'day guys, just wanted to share with you guys the Evolution swag from Darche. Now, most people know dome swags as having solid poles that you got to feed through and all that, which, you know, it works, but I really like what Darche have done here. They've actually used air poles. Now, some people are a bit skeptical about using air poles because they know that it's like, oh, they're going to get punctured and that, but honestly, I had the first generation one of these and I never had a puncture in 2 years. I'm pretty confident that these poles work. And check out how quick this is to inflate. So like what? Until that happens. But pretty much, just needs a little helping hand sometimes. There you go, swag's up. Nice and quick. So there are a couple of different sizes of these. There's the 900, 1100 and the 1400. Personally, this size just works for me, especially because I sleep on a stretcher. But some of the benefits of this design over the last one is the center pole. So the swag's actually freestanding, which is just mint. And it just gives you so much more room. Because I used to find with the old one, with the first generation Evolution, you used to get a lot of condensation up here because it just used to be that much smaller. So as far as the canvas is concerned, they've got nice big flaps over the both sides to make sure that the water doesn't pool and just come straight off. The canvas itself is 320 GSM ripstop canvas and all the seams are sealed. And they're really nice big open doors each side. You got the fly mesh here. And what I also like is that it's nice and low to the ground here, which is, you know, a little bit bad if it's raining, but it's got a nice PVC bottom base. But it's just so much easier to get in and out of, because I found on my first swag it had really high sides and it just makes it a pain to get in and out of. And also, because it's such a nice big open door, if it's really hot, like 25 degrees at night, if you have both the fly meshes open on each side, you get a nice breeze flowing through. As far as bedding's concerned with this swag, you get a 50mm high density foam mattress, which comes with a removable cover which you can actually wash if you feel that way inclined. But anyway, it's pretty comfortable, good night's rest on that. So moving inside the swag, there's 2 pockets at each end, which is handy for your phone, keys, just means you don't lose them. Also there's a window, there's a canvas, so you can have that fully zipped up if you want, or you can have the fly mesh. Also the fly mesh unzips, which is pretty handy if you want to pull a power cord in to charge your phone at night or anything like that. I usually just like to have these open no matter what the time of year, just to get some fresh air in, but you know, everyone's different. Alrighty, so as you'll notice, all of the air poles have a canvas cover over them inside. So I don't know, unless you're throwing knives around in here, you should be pretty right. And as I said, last swag I had 2 years, never had a puncture. So Darche obviously know what they're doing with this because they've done a really good job with them. As far as coming up with pros and cons for this swag, I could only really come up with 2 cons and just a niggly little thing that bothers me. First con, check out the size of this pump. It's just massive, and like, it's just so hard to find somewhere to keep this in the car. So I'd actually rather spend more time pumping up the swag and have a smaller pump, I reckon. Admittedly, this gets it pumped up nice and fast, but it's just so hard to find a place to keep it. Second thing, the price. Now, recommended retail on one of these is $600. I mean, sometimes you can get them online for like around the $520 mark, but still, it's pretty expensive. But if you're using it a lot, I'd say it's worth it. For me, I go camping at least minimum once a month, so for me, I love it, get a lot of use out of it, and it's just super handy having it. So the small niggly thing is when you roll up the canvas, you've got this little tab here, so that you can just, you know, loop through, hook up the canvas like that. This tab, I reckon, should be in between the two, because when you roll up the fly wire, which I actually do a lot, because most of the time I actually have this rolled up, because I just don't get why you'd trap yourself in more. You know, if you need to go for a pee in the middle of the night, you don't want to undo 2 zips. So I just have to tie it up like that. But it'd be super handy if they just whack this in the middle there, because that way you could either have the canvas rolled up or the fly net. But that's the only pretty much little thing that I can pick on. Pros for the Evolution swag by Darche. Firstly, the poles. No mucking around with poles ever again. You just plug in your pump up the air poles, and bam, you got a swag. And it's freestanding thanks to that center pole, which they didn't do on the first design, which is the biggest thing about the second generation. It's just awesome. Other things, nice big open doors. and thanks to that you get a good airflow through, so even on the hot nights, it's pretty comfortable. Also, thanks to that, it's very roomy inside, just overall very comfortable swag. There's only one thing that can make this swag better. I'll show you. Whack it on a stretcher. Sleeping on a stretcher is your best night's rest ever. Pretty much. You gotta have a stretcher, eh? They're awesome. So there's only one downside to sleeping with a PVC bottom base swag on a stretcher, and that is the condensation. Because of the temperature difference with your body heat and the outside temperature, you get condensation from here. And if you're not careful, that can get into your mattress when you roll it up, and then mold starts to develop. So to combat that, I've actually got the anti-condensation mat from Darchi, which means that all the moisture ends up on the PVC, which means in the morning I can just give it a quick wipe before I roll it up, and then she's good as gold. You're not going to get any mold develop. But besides that, sleeping on a stretcher is just legendary. The comfort, plus the fact you never have to look for a level camp spot ever again, because if you're on rock, you can level it up with rocks, get the legs level. If you're on sand, you can dig out the sand, make it level. You can camp anywhere pretty much, don't have to look for a level spot anymore, which is just sweet. Alrighty guys, well there you go, that's my take of the Darchi Evolution swag. If you're going to do a lot of camping, highly recommend it. Great swag, nice and quick to set up. But anyway, thanks for watching, catch you in the next video, eh? So it's pretty funny that I'm out here filming this review today, because I've actually got Misha with me. And Misha's actually got my first swag. I sold it to him. What is it? The Oztrail Mitchell King. That was a great little swag, but man, the Evolution is just the bee's knees.
Best swag you can probably get for your money.
What? The Evolution or that one?
That one.
And how much did that cost you?
Not much.
Well, that's good.
It was very cheap. But nah, it's super comfy, good quality zippers, good to sleep in.
I think you're kind of wrecking my video.
I am just giving my little points. What else?
The Velcros do go on the middle polo. That is one thing.
Yeah, it's pain having the middle pole inside the swag, and it's a pain that the Velcros aren't that great.
But besides that, for the money they cost, they are a sick swag.
You know, it's good quality. Like, there's no tears, there's no zippers breaking.
I mean, because that swag's been around for probably 4 or 5 years now, so it's done a fair whack.
And it's had a lot of use.
Yeah, definitely. So. Like seriously, if you're going out maybe twice a year camping, that is just the ideal swag. It's just...
If you're going out more, it still does the job, but Evolution is pretty good.
Misha's a bit jealous. He's going to get one, aren't you?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Check out this swag. You buy one.
Get one
or
free.
You get 2. Get 3. Get big them. Get them smaller. Put them on a stretcher. Put them on the ground. Get a hammock for it. You buy one. 5 payments. Credit card right now. Call up the number 3 now. And if you call now, you get a free stretcher right there, okay? Call now. All right. Number should be at the bottom of the screen. Okay? Like, subscribe. If you have any comments, questions, leave it in the comments below. And check out this video somewhere up here.